Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, Dyslexic Gamer, as we continue our tabletop role play series of Dark Heresy's first and second edition mixed.
First and second mashup,
where we use the rules from second but the equipment from first. In the last episode, our group of somewhat inquisitorial acolytes had gone forth and tried to find themselves a base of operation, somewhere free for them to conduct themselves secretly. After failing to find a place for an entire day, the group sought help from local gangs. And with some good rolls, and fortunately the fact that the gang that they asked happens to really like women, not so much men, they sent the right people over, as Liliana, one of our resident psychers, got the information that the group needed. Upon arriving in the border between the Underhive and the Lower Hive, they came across a communications array outpost. This area seemed to be... It was an area of interest, as it had a solid face with a long corridor leading down, which is quite good for a defensive location. Once entering the complex, they found that it was a little bit of a maze, with a lot of doors seeming to be destroyed or inactive, but they did learn that there was power down here, after Ezio tried to open up a door and got a nasty little shock. But after that...
Not the little shock. I lost 6 HP.
But after that little
and
mishap,
I medicated back. You're fine, you big baby.
Thank you.
the group pushed on, hearing some voices. Did they hear voices? No. Actually, with some quick reflexes, thanks to Darius, he was able to get out of the way of the mad gunfire that was fired down the hallway. Fortunately for the group, unfortunately for the one firing the gun, he missed every shot, firing wildly around the corridor, alerting the team to his presence and the rest of his party. The group then engaged in glorious combat, where it appears as if they do have the upper hand against this group. We return to the combat after 2 of them are dead. It appears as if Darius has been injured, but the rest of the group are holding up well.
The damn sevens are back.
We will see if Nurgle blesses us once more. So,
No.
at the start of the round, Hector, you are up.
Continues to float behind his mistress. Let's call it that. Yeah.
He continues his action. Mordecai, you are up.
I'm going to... Where's my movement on this? There we go. Move up to the corner as half move, and he's going to try and burn this guy, since he's the most in the open, alive.
Sure.
Let's cast that. Oh wait. Yeah, no, I fail.
Sadly there are no doubles in there, so no psychic farts come out. But you just cannot coalesce. No, it's not coalesce. You can't pull the power from the Imperium at this time. Jenny, you're up.
That I am. And I will slowly move myself and Hector. Actually, no, I can do a full move. That I think my roll 20 just crashed.
It's going well.
You Don't forget these guys are suppressed.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Come on, Roseway.
The reason why I was slightly worried is I had 3D dice on and it rolled on a 9. For the
I'm just gonna
digits.
drop these tokens and... Okay. They moved where I wanted them to. This is good.
Oh, you're getting that lag thing where you're moving like multiple.
Mm-hmm.
If you move them one
I'm
at a time, it should be fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move them separately. It's fine, Hector has more movement than Jenny does.
So is that your full move?
Mm-hmm.
Righto. So, these guys who are still suppressed, so they need to do a willpower test, or they
They
only
get a
get half
plus-
an action.
They get a plus 30, I believe, because they weren't shot at this turn.
Still fails. Still fails.
Oh wow!
Oh wow.
So he has a half action. He can technically see Mordecai. So, oh, hang on a minute. That is a bloody good point. I believe his token. Oh, I'm on the ruler. His token should tell me, yes, that he has fired all 12 of his bullets. So he's going to So I know for a fact. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on, but
This is a full reload.
okay.
Yeah.
He
If
is
we're-
going to
if we
drop.
can't even reload.
He's going to drop his gun, and he's going to pull out a dagger. And that's his action.
Okay.
Come
You
at me,
think,
bro.
you think they actually have ammo to reload?
Oh.
I'm surprised
Shit.
they actually have enough ammo for a full clip.
Darius, you're off.
Right. Let's see. Where's that up to? Shit, I think I'll actually. Yeah. Right, okay. No, I'll just open fire on this guy. Oh crap! I just blew fucking old 20.
Roll20 is having a moment.
No, I went to click on my character sheet and I was at the very top of the screen where my bookmarks are. I opened Reddit.
I was gonna say I saw 3 of your tokens at the bottom of the screen reloading, which normally tells me that.
Was it at least r/40k?
No, it's just the homepage.
Mm.
About
Right.
r/grimdank, come on.
Halphium, oh, range is 15 meters. That's standard range. Yes, this is standard range.
Yeah, I believe your gun's 100 meters, so isn't it short?
No, the Ripper pistol.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Were any of these guys shot at this turn?
This turn, no, because we ended on the start of a new turn.
I mean, were they shot at since my previous
Last
turn?
turn, I think Ezio fired. No, I don't. Yes, Ezio
I
fired.
blabbed this. No, I blabbed this fool. I believe.
Yeah, he would have been the only one, I think, who's been shot at.
Okay, so I'm shooting him too. So that means I reroll damage dice of 1 or 2. Next to
Cool.
Imperial Guard. Yeah. Hammer of the Emperor.
So you hit. He does get a dodge.
Is that a hit?
No.
No,
Oh
it's
no,
not.
sorry,
Miss.
it's not. No, sorry, it's not. Hang on. How thought your target was higher than 44.
No, the full auto brought my half aim back down.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Half aim plus down, full auto minus down.
Yep, and standard range, so it's flat. Okay, no, fair enough. Ezio, you're up.
I shoot at this guy. Half aim standard shot.
Sure.
My last bullet. Flat.
There's no negatives or bonuses on my end, so just your normal.
Boom.
So he does get a dodge. Not that it's a high chance, but no, he fails. Oh, look at he got your
His
target.
dodge is the same as my target.
If his target was 16, I would laugh.
There's 4 more sevens.
That would have been brilliant. It is. It certainly is. So he fails. So roll your damage, Ezio.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
Well, fortunately, you actually got 6 degrees of success, and then you add 1 for passing, so you get 7 degrees of success, and you can replace that. So you actually do 11 damage to the 61. I believe is left leg, right leg.
The body, I believe.
Oh no, yep, body. So straight to the body for what did I say it was? 11 damage. They all have gang levers. So you do 7 damage, I believe. Because you take away, yeah. Drop the hammer, please, Ezio.
I shoot my bullet, piercing straight to his arm. Straight through his arm, into his heart, and a big, nice splash of blood on the opposite wall.
Oh god, that's a sniper elite kill.
He just hits the back of the wall and slides down, his head just falling limp, his eyes going dead and cold, and there's just a smear of blood as his corpse hits the floor. All they wanted to do. So, I also remember, last time, someone decided to shoot a lightning bolt at them, so one of them screamed out that there was a psyker.
I just set them on fire.
I'm sorry.
They're getting very mixed signals right now. One of them is on fire, the other being electrocuted.
The guy burst into flames and they only noticed the lightning.
To be fair, they
So-
might have thought it was a flamer from around the corner.
So, I honestly think these, like they don't have any commanders here. There's no one really to. So, how scary would it be to come up as an Imperial citizen coming up against a psyker? That's gonna be pretty fucking scary. That's gonna be pretty
at least
scary.
Fear 1.
Yeah. Given that all the fears about psychers as is.
Okay, they get a +10 to their. Oh my god, he failed. He failed.
You just failed.
So they're all getting a +10 to their willpower, because they are on home.
Willpower is
They are on home
trash.
turf. Oh yeah, they're shit troops. They're nothing special. So he has just hang on. It's 8. Sorry, it's 18, isn't it? You got 3. So what did I just do? 12,
It's
15, 16, 17. So he gets to there. A man runs at you, screaming, crying out. Liliana.
It's just complete. Just Mordecai's like, dude, what? I'm stood here with the sword. What?
Oh, if you've. So yeah, he would have. He's run through your. He hasn't used a disengage. He's ran through your area of. So yeah, Mordecai, if you want, you can use your reaction to do a standard melee attack, but you get a +20 because he is running.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I'll do that. So it's no aim, standard, but with a plus 20, you said?
Yep, that's right.
Ah!
So he just dodges to the side as he screams and runs past you. There is pure panic in his eyes, and he does not seem to want to be here anymore. He seems to want to go home. You may even catch the very, very smallest of, God, Emperor, save me! But probably not.
Oh, I'm gonna ban his corpse.
Lil is going to shout as he's casting. Don't run! You only die tired.
Oh god.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
beautiful. Just
Holy
beautiful.
crap.
This is 0660 hit, isn't it?
Now,
Can only deal damage twice though, so.
now, you do get to dodge psychic attacks, don't you? They're not...
I don't know.
Because it's classed as a bolt, so I believe you can dodge bolts. I'm gonna give him a dodge because it's only fair. He has his reaction. Again, a lot of doubles on my end. A lot of doubles. I wish they would come up with the psychers instead, but that's his reaction gone. So, have at it.
No, they are dodged the same way as every other attack.
It's 1d10 plus.
Psi rating, I believe.
The star rating you cast at, which was 2, so...
Yep. Penetration is. I forgot how much penetration I have. Oh boy. Might.
We'll say
Might.
1. We'll say
Four.
1, and it goes through their gang leathers.
Oh yes, Smite is really nice.
Ooh.
Forgot about that.
Beautiful blow.
Oof.
Weapon damage. Oh.
Wow.
That's to his chest
so,
as well, isn't it?
Drop the hammer, because that's a righteous fury on a mook.
As Liliana shouts that, she's just gonna toss outward and then pull them into her chest and basically Kamehameha this guy with lightning.
Fair enough. As he comes running round, just fear in his eyes, and you just look at him and don't run away. You only died tired. You just bring up the power in your hands, gathering the warp energy, ripping it from the Imperium, and just unleashing your Kamehameha blast, ripping a hole through his chest, and he just falls to the floor, blood gushing out of the orifice that you have made in his chest. Stops moving.
She's gonna raise her hand to her mouth and say, "Ooh."
I am scared.
Holy shit. Okay.
We just have Darius slowly shitting himself in the corner while he watches the Psychers do their thing.
Oh no, fine, never mind.
Somehow I wanna play Psyker too. They look so much fun.
So Hector continues doing his duties. Mordecai, you're
Yes,
up.
very important duties.
There's a guy who is now fumbling with a knife. At first he was holding it quite, prepared, whereas now his friend has been shot and his other friend has been Kamehameha'd into the Nevers. So his hands are shaking.
But can he still get a headshot?
His weak arms are heavy. There's
Are
vomit
they
on
actually
his shirt.
spaghetti?
It's not mum's spaghetti, no.
Oh.
It's some sort of
He
fungal
never did
paste.
his mom.
Fungetti?
Fungetti.
Yeah?
It's fungetti on his...
I mean, we have a recipe for fungus bread. Now we just need to find some fungus and murder it.
Okay, Where is it?
Fungetty is a drunk getty.
I'm just gonna kind of. How far away is he?
7
Snapping,
meters.
please. 7. That's within my charge. I'm gonna charge him.
Sure.
Because I can see him with the knife, so why not? And
Not a knife.
not a knife, and I'm gonna try and stab him. Oh, that was the wrong button.
Well, if you hit, he's fucked.
So it's a charge with no bonuses. Come on, hit. Yes!
Oh!
Okay, so
Yes!
this may be cruel, but he does get he gets a
know.
dodge or a parry. I'm probably gonna go with a dodge. So here we go. No, he doesn't dodge out the way. So as you charge in, your hit connects, and you may drop the hammer, sir.
So just charging in, kind of have the sword up and ready to thrust forward, and I just stab him clean through the chest.
And as you stab him in the chest, bringing the blade up to the hilt, you just hear the words come from his lips in a whisper and a choked. The boys will get you. As you pull your sword clean from the wound, his body is limp and falls to the ground.
Well, I hope these weren't his boys.
Liliana's
Do you-
gonna tap. This is Darius, right? Yeah, Darius. I'm gonna tap Darius on the shoulder. I think say, "Thank you, Darius," and then she's gonna move around him. Say, so did he say that he had friends?
I'm looking for extra
It
bullets.
was. Everyone else just scavenging, and we're just like, yeah, he said the boys will get us.
Ooh, nice.
So we-
That means there are more people. Let's go kill them.
I like the way you think.
Help, I've got a hat.
I'm just gonna.
She's gonna start looking if she can wear this corpse's armor. Actually, no, she's gonna go for the Kamehameha one.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm gonna
hold on.
try and take this guy's armor off and see if it fits me.
Okay, so as combat ends, we'll drop the repeating combat music. Sadness. So,
Can I reload my gun?
sure. As combat ends, you reload your equipment. Some of you move off to check the bodies for any usable equipment and so on and such forth. At least one of the bodies, the body was set on fire, I believe, so that armor is useless. The other, let me see, there were 2 criticals in there. So per Warhammer Fantasy's rules, a critical does damage to armor. So the chest piece on Liliana's armor is damaged, and the chest piece on Mordecai's armor is damaged, or on the corpses that you two just killed. A successful armorer's test will repair it. But currently, yeah, the lever is ripped open.
Isn't
So,
that technically the arm though? Mordecai's?
25.
yeah, see, that's where
Oh, yeah,
that's
I
where
did it
drop
wrong.
the so drop the hammer. You can kill him however you like. There is a caveat to that when you describe it that's where the armor is damaged. I've done it as well. I destroyed Carapace armor because I stabbed his mate and kept stabbing him. Plus, it gives the armorer something to do. So you have 2 suits of damaged armor. As I said, it would be a routine. It'd be an easy armorer check because it's leather gang armor. It's not difficult. But as Darius and Mordecai move over to check the corpses, you do reveal the rest of the area. So, I'm guessing that you would all loot the corpses. So, you spend 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes looting the corpses. All the corpses' loot is now yours.
Oh shit.
Jenny, could you send your service girl to make sure their boys aren't waiting ahead?
Just servo skill here.
No, nothing.
I
Oh, I didn't
will,
even see that. I was.
I will
choosing the-
personally accompany Hector.
Well,
It's got a
I'll
guy.
go along.
I want to ask, what armor did we get? Even though there
Gang
was-
leather.
Gang leather.
It gives you 1 armor, which is primitive. However, armor is halved and rounded up, so you will always have 1 armor as long as there's no penetration from the weapon.
whereabouts?
Lillian's gonna put the armor in this guy. It's probably a little bit dirty, but it has a massive hole in the middle, and she's gonna look at Darius and say, "Look, Darius, I have a hole in me."
Looked at my own chest and let out a wheezing cough and a thumbs up as I start putting on the other gang leathers over here. What was this guy's pistol? It was like a shotgun or something?
So he has weaponry. There's 1 hack shotgun.
Oh.
It has 1 round left in it. There are also 4 Ripper guns, 2 full clips, and the others are empty. There are also 5. Let me get the right name for it. It is a Devil's Kiss dagger. It's fast and primitive.
Do you mind if I take the Ripper clips?
No, go ahead.
Are they compatible with the stat holders?
No, they're pistol ammo.
Damn it.
It's autogun pistol, we need rifle stub.
Actually, at this point, I would probably make Hector go slightly ahead of me.
Can I take a Ripper pistol and 1 clip?
Sure. I just need one to reload my Ripper clip.
Mordecai would just take as long as he needs to put on the armor and
Wait.
snag the dagger and then try and catch up with you. So that you're not completely alone.
After I've taken the pistol and the ammo, I will also accompany Jenny.
Okay, so as the rest of you start looting, Jenny, you go further into the facility using Hector and your own. Well, you don't have any mechadendrites, so your own acute yearning to know what is in here. Give me a perception test, please.
Okie Awareness. I see nothing, for I am sight incarnate.
I also roll awareness.
Sure, you can. Jenny, you're fascinated by the markings on the floor. Something very big and heavy was dragged through here, but you're just not.
I am also drawn to the same marking.
Okay, so
Nah, you're watching the carpet.
you've spent
by Les.
10
Fair enough.
minutes looting the corpses, and you spend another 10 minutes looking around. I'll give you that you spend far too long looking at the floor and looking at what these marks could be. You spend, let's say, 40 minutes and you go over everything. Whoever would like to can roll me a scrutiny perception with a +30.
I'll do it.
Scrutiny.
Perception +30. Hey, I got that skill last session.
I know, same.
I'm gonna
Holy
try.
crap! Oh,
And I still fail!
son of a
And
bitch!
I fail. Hey, doubles! Look.
Um,
But it isn't psychic.
I love that.
You got a 70 as well. Fucking 70.
You
Son of
did.
a
You did.
bitch!
Liliana,
Servo, fuck off!
Liliana, did you add the 30 plus 30 to the roll?
Oh, I did not. That means I would have passed.
Yeah.
My target would have been 40. Ooh, yay.
We even got scrutiny and we still failed.
I just loved that Darius got 70 and he did 67. It's like, yeah. So,
Oh.
as some of you break out and begin moving around the room, you spread out and you take notice of the different areas and you move throughout, checking on different parts of the facility and seeing, well, you know, this was meant to be a base, so could you live here? Would this be suitable? Was anything left behind? Ezio and Liliana. The rest of you just see that this is a kind of a small building. Whilst, yes, you could use it as like an outpost, it's too small to be able to do anything large with. It would work to live in, but you couldn't do big projects here. Liliana and Ezio, you notice that most of the cognite units around are either wrecked or almost destroyed. However, you do see that there are certain areas where you see the scratch marks on the floor, and it's clear that someone's moved cognite units from out of here, and you can see the drag marks going along through the corridor and out up the stairs and outside this area. You also notice that there is a very badly damaged servo skull on the floor.
This isn't proper.
Sorry.
Liana's gonna cock her head to the side and let's see. Ooh. Went through this place.
Jenny
and-
will pick up the servo skull and examine it. Like,
Good.
try to tell how extensive the damage is and if it can be repaired.
Sure. Give me... So, first things first, would you... Because you're no longer with the Mechanicus anymore. You are more relaxed from what you have to do. The dogma that you've been taught throughout your life is no longer being screeched at you. How would you approach the servo skull? Would you do it with reverence and...
But there is still that reverence because it technically, at the very prime level, this is still a servant of the Imperium who serves in death.
Yes. Yeah.
And, you know, all rabbits die hard, and a respect for technology was something that it's drilled, programmed into Mechanicus, so...
Okay, so as you approach the downed servo skull...
Maybe hold it in a bit of Shakespearean pose
You
to invent.
you
Or
perform
nudge.
the rites of bollocks, what was it again? It was the rites of...
Ignition?
No, it's like the rites of fallen cybernetica. There's
I don't
there's
have the
something
list.
that as you kneel down and you see the servant of the Omnisire, you say in Tequalingua, the language of the servants of the Omnisire, and you do a prayer over the machine spirit. Upon hearing the Tequalingua, a light around the smashed optical sensor flickers, and a very quiet, distorted message is played.
No, please, no, please, no, please, no, please, no.
It's in Tequalingua, so only you hear this. Servant of the Omnisire, assist thy wounded servant. Coordinates designated. After that, you were given a set of coordinates. Return me to my master, for I am not done in my...
Hey,
The light.
hang in there,
Guys.
hang in there, little guy.
You're not entirely
Everything
sure
okay over
on
there?
the coordinates, but you think if you could get a reference, you could determine where in this hive this servo skull wanted to be taken.
Any of these cognite units working?
I'm sure if we could find a job around here to get them up and running.
There are no turbos in the cognite units.
You saw it!
I did
Lilian is-
not.
If they're out of gerbils, we just have to get more.
You are hallucinating.
Leon is gonna step into the
Wait, wrong
conversation and
voice.
say,
You are hallucinating.
Beep, boop.
"Okay, boys and girls, these here are either wrecked or they have been stolen. So there's no reason to,
Oh, they said that they had others, so maybe it was them?
Does
probably."
any of you have a map?
Jenny, you
Yes.
do have a mastercrafted data slate on you that has ports for
Ow.
data
That-
for data shards.
Yeah, but
So if you look over
what
the
constitutes a data shard?
so you can get data shards from cognite unit. Essentially, a
Ah.
data shard is a little bit like a USB stick in
Okay.
current law, current technology.
So
So if you give me a tech use, can you do tech use with perception?
I can't. It's either intelligence or agility. I mean, I can. I just have to make a non-standard roll.
Yeah, do it a non-standard roll. So
Okay,
give me a
cancel that.
give me a tech use with perception to start off with. There are 5 cognite units in here. The screens have been smashed, so there's no way to operate the function of the machines.
300. That's a fail because my target is very free on perception.
Okay. So the first one that you look at is just it won't. You open it up and it's just destroyed inside. You have another 4 rolls to go.
Okay.
Each one is going to take 10 minutes.
Jenny is fine with that. No. Close but no cigar. Yes, we got a hit.
Okay. So as you're working on the 4th one, you take open the you remove the top and open up the sides, and it's not as bad as the top would initially indicate. And you begin looking towards the memory cores, and you can see that there are 2 data wafers that are still intact. You remove them, and you were able to insert them into your data slate. Do you do
Let's
this?
see. Yes. Let's see what you're hiding in here.
So the first one that you insert gives you more of a function of what this area was used for, and the surrounding areas as well. So this area was not the communications array. This was just a essentially office blocks. This was that was not what I wanted to do. This was just office blocks basically. It was just there for recording data and passing on messages to where they needed to go.
Okay, okay, we're getting somewhere.
You do get reference to where the actual communication array used to be, and you get more data on the surrounding area. This is more technical data, which will help for later on. You know where power conduits are, for example. You know where the old ventilation shafts connect with the actual. You wouldn't know which ones are still usable, but you think that with this data shard, it will give you enough technical knowledge of this area that you could perform maintenance if needed. So if you put down in your inventory a data shard of Oh, what is it when you've got wiring and so it's the data shard of the electrical grid.
Okay.
And the second data, well, no, so it's a data shard or a data wafer. I think they're either or. The second one you insert, and it gives you more of a map of the area before. This is like a user's guide, one of those maps that would show a worker where they needed to be and where things are placed. As you look and you find where you are on the map, you're able to put in the coordinates of where the servo skull wanted to go, and it appears to be leading down into a newer part of this part of the underhive, middle underhive, and it seems to be in an area that was for maintenance and development of certain machinery that they needed in this facility. You're not entirely sure that the map just says maintenance and servicing. Hangar bay, that's the word I'm looking for.
Alright.
But where the servo skull wants to go is a different area that's very close to the servicing area.
And how far is it from our current location?
You'd estimate that it's around 40 minutes trek.
Hmm. This must be investigated.
Okay, so for 40 minutes, Jenny is working away on her broken cognite units and the servo skull. And what would anyone else do? Would you just, for one, I'll also Jenny, you can also heal Darius in the
yeah, Darius
interim.
is wounded. Yeah, I would.
And so what would the rest of you do as you're just like for 40 minutes? Would you just relax, reload, put on your armor?
I would investigate the bases.
I want to check this door.
Is Darius considered heavily wounded?
No, he's still got half of his HP.
And
back.
that's
Sorry about
without Hector, because I'm stingy on supplies. You heal plenty.
That is.
I don't think we even have to compare. You heal plenty.
I think that's 8 HP you came back.
Oh, sweet.
You are fully healed. As you all explore this area, there's not that much here. There aren't beds, there aren't any... Everything seems to be office related in one way or another. Yes, there are tables and meeting areas, and there appears to be a bathroom, but you're not sure if that's still working. There doesn't seem to be all that much in here at the moment, anyway.
Mordecai's probably just watching Jenny work and making notes of his own. Not fully understanding everything. But...
Is this a door that can be opened?
No. No, it's not. It's just what the map. It's just what the map is. There are no doors to be opened there, sadly.
Leon is gonna go to the middle of the room and say, "Okay, people. So they did say they have friends that would, get us. So maybe, just maybe, we should grab those corpses, drag them in here. I saw a nice hole over there. Actually, corpses there. Maybe we could burn them. I don't know. It's up to you guys. But we could wait here and ambush whoever comes to check out why they haven't, come back up."
Sounds like a plan.
We can definitely burn them.
Maybe ask our tech priest to see if she has use for them.
That is a very good thing too. Maybe our sister Jenny could have her some organs for later use. She was also going to look. Also, maybe Sister Jenny, if she could, maybe she could look over at our armor that is, currently busted. And she looks at Mordecai. She's not saying this to Jenny because she's not allowed to speak to Jenny.
Maybe. No. And no.
That is very sad to hear. I'm just gonna go grab the corpses and drag them here. Okay.
You will ruin the carpet.
There is no carpet.
Yes, there is.
That's an optic illusion.
No, that's the carpet.
It's a rotten, disgusting. Maybe
Very
used
well.
to be a piece
Burn
of.
the carpet as well.
Maybe once
Ooh,
it was carpet.
Ooh, that actually means as soon as Liliana gets near the corpse, she's gonna look at theirs. I shall fetch a rug. I'll be right back. She's gonna go grab the rotting thing. She's gonna
Okay.
use it like a sled.
Okay, you grab hold of the rug and you go to walk off with it, and it just falls to pieces.
God damn it!
I'm just gonna drag these two down the stairs,
Yeah. Lena's just gonna go.
Dunk.
like down the here-ish.
She's gonna poke this still smoldering dude, and maybe I'll leave you last. And she's gonna grab this one and she's gonna try to drag him.
Okay, so you smother the you get enough of the bits of carpet to where you can properly smother him out, and you drag him down. Can everyone give me a perception test, please?
Perception?
Flat.
No, I'll give you a +10.
Perception.
Awareness +10.
Boom.
No. Jenny's really unobservant.
So no one move your tokens from this point on. Can you all click your tokens and roll initiative?
If this is to avoid being
course.
surprised, I get a reroll.
You're not going to be surprised.
Do I also get a Silentience roll, or?
You can do a Silentience if you wish. You're not going to get surprised by this.
Okay.
This is just for you to hear what they're saying and what they're doing, but you're not going to be able to move around freely.
Should I even bother rolling Hector's initiative?
Yes, do it.
I'm gonna roll it.
It's worth
This
it.
is the second combat where I roll a 1 for my initiative.
I mean, the GM's rolled a 1 so far.
God damn. Oh no, it did not double. Great. I'll be back in a second.
I really don't know what is going on with my initiative, because it doesn't add on their agility bonus. I just don't know. Like, I've done everything I can. It's weird.
Are you clicking just custom?
No, I'm clicking agility, and I've done all the sheets, so everything should be up to date. But no, it doesn't want to do it.
That is weird.
Oh well, never mind. I don't mind my NPCs being slow. For some reason though, for custom NPCs, like if I were to roll Magnesses on here, it should work. I think that I tested that before, and single characters do work. If I try and do it for multiples, it doesn't. But anyway, so as you're all moving corpses and going through cognite units and reloading, checking your equipment, maybe squeezing on some newly acquired, slightly greasy and dirty and blood-stained armor, you overhear voices echoing down. You fucking idiot! I told you not to tell anyone. Don't let anyone know about our little find here. All we need is the rest of the guys finding out and they'll mooch in on our treasure. Now, we got that moron to look at our finds. Hopefully we'll get a good price. And then we'll let the boys know once we deliver the second lot of loot. You gotta use your brains here when you're thinking. Well, yeah. Well, I suppose you are right there. It does make sense. It always makes sense. That's why I'm the leader of this group.
You're the one I'm gonna burn.
So,
How many of us heard
Darius,
talking?
you only heard two voices. One very gruff and one very weedy and pathetic. Darius, you were up first. And I believe... So basically, everyone who passed their perception, you can draw your weapons as a free action. Your weapons are in your hand, you know that you've heard the voices. You're not taken unaware. Anyone who failed does not have their weapons out and has been caught in the act of whatever they were doing. So if you were sat down, you have to get up. If you were working on a cognite unit, you have to or listening to the data, looking at data, you have to put your data slate away and draw your weapons. So yeah, pretty much most of you, I believe, actually got your perception.
I think it was everyone but Jenny?
No, yes.
No, Jenny was on.
She got a 61 on a target 43.
Oh, well, technically, you can
Jenny
re-roll.
fucked it up.
You can re-roll because this is, I suppose, kind of taken
Okay.
surprise. But it's not you're about to get shot. It's you...
I mean, my divination only releases surprise tests, so.
So you heard the voices, Jenny. I'll give it to you. You've put your data slate away, drawn your weapon, and realised that over the 40
Put
minutes...
the other servers go into my packback.
Sure.
Ready. And I imagine I have to crank the goddamn musket again.
Right. Moving up to. Full action. Alright. Up 6 and taking out the stat holder, and I'll be back in a minute.
Sure. So, Mordecai, you're up. You've also heard all the voices and noises.
I take it we can figure out they're coming from the entrance, right?
Yes, you only saw one way to come through.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably move up to take a full move to get to the corner. Because I know Liliana's out there and I don't want my fellow Psyker to die.
You sure? Ezio, you're up.
I'll do run
Yeah, you can run.
to this place.
You'd be a little bit off. Just like put yourself there because you'd have to go through. Like you can't go straight as the crow flies. You would normally you would go like to there, and then to there. Oh well, technically, because you can do 18.
Yeah, you can get past me, I think.
Yeah. So, Ezio, move your token to
that
my.
isn't 18 total. That's 25 total.
25.
run.
What's 20? No, it's added. It's
25?
added it. It's added it all up. So you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, it does the maths for you. So move your token to there. There you go. So that's you've just ran past Mordecai with your weapon ready. With your weapon at the ready. So
does the door count as cover? Or the wall?
You can use the wall as cover. You would have half your token out in the open and half your token behind. So yes, you can use it as cover. But your torso is always showing if you fired. And
Okay.
your one half of your body. Unless you're obviously behind something where you're crouched, then it's both legs, torso, arms and head are showing. Right, so one of them moves up. The other one moves up. Sadly, they've got no reason to go running, so... yeah. Hector does whatever Jenny says Hector should do.
Hector's or just orbiting. Now I've got moves to do. Let's just not. This full move to here, and Hector is just gonna follow as
Sure.
usual.
Liliana.
Is this body still here?
Yes.
Can I stay in the same spot as the body?
You want to stand on the body. Yeah, that's fine. Once there's multiples, that's when you'll take negatives to your dodge.
Because I'm worried is that we're gonna be. It might be a good idea for me to actually run this side.
That's what you want to do, then you can.
I know that would probably be done, but I don't wanna give up this hallway, so I'm gonna do a full move, and I'm gonna take cover.
If you want to, so for example, if you want to attack around a corner, you'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
So right now you are hidden, but you can like peek round a corner to see people coming. But for an attack, you will step out.
Yeah, I don't actually want to hit anybody just yet. I just
Yep.
want to take cover, hide, and pray to the Almighty, the being in the sky that nobody comes from here.
You're quite safe. You're quite safe. That was for the players as they make their way around the corner. Sadly, you didn't kill anyone further down, so there's no way for them to tell. Not yet, anyway. Darius, are you back?
Hello.
I will take that as a nay. So Darius will have his turn. Mordecai.
Yep. I'm probably gonna, seeing that this Ezio's just sprinted past me and realizing that stealth might try and hide might not be the idea everyone else has, he's gonna run up to the corner and hide behind the corner.
Sure. Ezio, you're up.
Do I see enemies?
No.
I heard them, right?
You are looking at the map, yeah? You did hear them, yes. And you know
Then
that there's
I would
no
like to
other doors here.
overwatch. There are no other doors here.
No, they've all got crosses through them. They're dead. Your companions just moved those bodies into that room, and you've searched over this facility. There are no other doors leading out. And right click if you want to do the measurement. I think it's right click. Yeah.
I could go to here, but that's quite open.
I mean, technically, the two parts of cover are already taken. There's only two corners.
Yeah, I know, but I was thinking of maybe going here.
Yeah, you haven't got movement for that.
That's a little bit out of your range there, bud.
Stack up behind me for now. It's going to take him a while to move around the corner.
So, Darius, what would your action have been? Because we passed you.
Didn't I already act?
No, we
we
passed you
beat through.
over. So
Oh.
if you want to move into your if you basically want to take your turn now.
Right.
I may have just nabbed the cover you were about to take.
That's alright. I just use a shield there.
Use the squishy psyker as a shield. What could
Yeah.
possibly go wrong?
Sure.
Is there a way I can prep like a pistol in my offhand?
Yes, you can use a half action to draw another weapon into your offhand. I don't believe you can fire it unless you have dual weapon wielder. Dual weapon wielder
You can
unlocks.
fire it, but you take massive penalties.
I believe dual weapon wielder lets you make the use your
think-
offhand, and then
No,
No, I
ambidextrous.
believe that's just to. It's just
You take.
dual weapon that lets you shoot twice. And if I'm
Let
just
me
shooting with
check.
my offhand, I'm shooting with my offhand penalty.
If I remember correctly, ambidextrous lowers the penalty of firing with both hands, and dual weapon wielder or the weapon master, I don't remember the penalty of firing with both, but you can always use both as far as I'm aware. You take something like a -30 or -20, I don't know.
Two weapon wielder
Yes.
may fight with two weapons. Let me look up the exact description.
Yeah, I actually believe that you need two weapon wielder in order to make the secondary attack, because it's
No,
two...
no, I'm not going to make a secondary attack. I just want the one weapon in my
Yes.
offhand, and then just have my primary hand free for.
Yep.
Like,
no,
say I'm holding the rifle by the foregrip in my offhand, and my pistol in my main hand.
Two weapon
Yeah, I get you. So you're
wielder.
using like your forearm to brace your rifle, but then you can quickly turn to the pistol and fire with your the pistol with your offhand. Yep, no, that's you can. Yep, that's fine. So Ezio, what would your move be?
I guess if I move to there, what lines of fire do I have?
You would need to move. Yep, no, that's fine. From there, you would be able to shoot to there, basically, because that would be a little bit too much. So it'd be one square down to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Basically,
I take
that.
a half aim in that direction?
If you did a half move, then yes, you can take a half aim. But you're not aiming at anything, so...
I mean, unless I don't know what Overwatch is in moves.
Overwatch is a full action. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do at the moment because you haven't got anyone to aim at.
Then I would like to move through to here.
Sure, yeah. No, that's perfectly fine. You can do that.
That way I can't be...
They'll
What have you got,
they'll
like,
only see you
rifle?
once they come round the corner.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, no, that's perfectly fine. You can do that. So, they make their turn. And again, they've still got no reason to hurry at this moment in time. They're just talking lightly now. They don't seem to be shouting as much, if at all. Hector does what Hector does. Jenny, you're up.
Jenny does what Jenny does. You know what? I'm just gonna run.
Oh, balls, we didn't clean up the blood.
And
it's
Hector
gonna be
is gonna
fine.
run as well.
I mean, Ezio's in the hole, in the middle of the
Run.
hole.
As much as Hector can run. Anyway.
Aggressive hover.
It's this blood I'm worried about.
It's gonna be fine. They're not even gonna notice it. It's a bloody, dirty place anyway.
Liliana, you're up.
I will. It would be nice to get them in a crossfire if I could get here. You technically can.
That's entirely up to you if you wish to do that.
Thing is, I would be cut off, so no. I'm just gonna stay here and I'm gonna hold an action. If anyone gets, close enough to spot me somewhere around here, I'm gonna fire a bolt on them.
Fire what? Sorry.
A bolt?
A lovely-
Where the fuck?
Yeah,
Hey,
a psychic bolt
Lovely
to smite.
aquamarine bolt of lightning.
I was gonna say.
Okay. So that would only be a half action that you would be able to hold for it. So you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to do half action channel.
Smite is like I don't have the channel.
Oh yeah, no, there's no channel in this. Sorry, wrong thing. Yeah, so you.
Smite is a
There is a psi focus, but
Oh, yeah.
no channeling.
Isn't that a half action? The psi focus.
No, psi focus is not a half action. I don't
Oh,
think.
okay.
It's just a thing you have.
Okay
Yeah.
then. So yeah, so if someone comes round, you use up a half action to do technically the Overwatch. No, it's not an Overwatch because you're holding an action to shoot
Overwatch, but
someone.
not Overwatch.
Yeah, it's
action.
Good Overwatch.
well with
I'm holding an
psychic
action
powers.
with
I don't know if you can do Overwatch with psychic with smite.
I think you need the weapon, like physical weapon.
Yeah.
To do Overwatch.
Yeah. No, you need
So-
you need a shooting weapon.
You
I'm
can
just
do,
holding
you
a
can
half an
hold,
action to-
Yeah, you can hold an action to do a smite at anyone who comes round a corner. Sure. I will add the caveat, friend or foe. It's a reaction. It's quick. It's just for future reference.
Sure. I mean, I did say anyone that comes from the god this way, but okay.
Yeah,
Do
no.
you want
If they come round from that way, you will. But for future reference, this will be important. So the last member of their team moves up. Oh please, come on, don't. Right, what is your line of sight?
No, he sees the blood.
Ah, he sees
I was
the
looking at
blood.
that earlier.
Excellent.
Awareness says.
I think that is
No,
fair.
how
I think
how
that is fair.
dare they?
I mean, they're not expecting to walk around the corner and see blood and like, oh yeah, hashing and chatting.
He does not notice.
Dumbass.
How dare they see blood on the floor?
What blood? There's no blood. That's just tomato ketchup.
Outrageous.
They're just making pizza without you guys. Calm down.
Fungal pizza.
Alright.
Somebody stepped on a goddamn gerbil, that's why there's blood.
Not the gerbil.
Not the gerbil.
So what would your action be, Darius?
Half move up and
I will point out, as it's been said a few times, this is the kind of time when you want to use Overwatch.
yeah, but I can't use Overwatch as the full action. I don't have line of sight when I was back here. I have line of sight on Liliana, but that's about it.
Yep, no, fair enough. I forgot. I didn't notice that you had to take that
Yeah.
little step.
When they're doing baby steps, I can do Overwatch, but I can do Overwatch now.
One small leap for mankind. No, one small step for mankind. One giant leap for a guardsman.
Guardsman.
Is that your action basically?
I don't think I can do much else, to be honest, at the moment.
Sure.
Unless I can pull out my other pistol.
I pull out my other pistol with my third arm.
3 pistols.
I have 2 pistols and a rifle.
You were a gene stealer all along.
Hey,
Please,
spoiler
no
for
more
later.
gene stealers. I'm sick of gene stealers.
Mordecai, you are shocked as your comrade pulls it. No. You're up.
Equals what now?
You don't want to know.
He's
probably gonna run up next to Liliana.
Sure.
Oh. Crap.
Please don't shoot me.
Oh no.
Hoping
No,
that's not gonna
it's-
count.
It's fine. Essentially, I'm giving her a cone of this. So you would
Yeah.
have to come from that direction, as per. But
I mean,
That's fair.
in
yeah.
the future,
as per report.
in the future, you may have many more allies. Ezio, you're up.
Ogre Watch. Are they Overwatch?
Thank you.
Okay, so
You
I thought
think
you
they're
said-
ogres?
I was about to say I heard Ogre Watch.
Yeah, same.
I said Ogre Watch.
Is that like a special unit when Shrek is the leader? The Ogre Watch.
So as far as I'm aware, off the top of my head, you can make a unaimed shot at everyone who moves into your kill box until your next turn. So basically, anyone who steps into this corridor is entering your kill box, and you can make an unaimed attack at them. This is for as many enemies as, well, you have ammo for, technically.
It's this XCOM 2 kill zone all over again.
I'm pretty sure that is the rule for...
Yep,
Um,
you fire as
It
many
is.
times.
It
It's
is.
quite
everything that
scary.
yeah, everything that enters.
So,
Oh my god, and Ezio's a pseudo
I
sniper as
believe
well.
you can specify that you're taking a half aim. Just look at Overwatch again now and just double check that.
Like, the aim would only really apply to the first shot, no?
I think so. I mean, I would guess so. Unless you would say it's divided over the sector.
You can't really divide a name on one
There
sector.
it is.
I mean, it's like how you're camping. That you're just keeping your ABS trained on that specific pot.
Yeah, but when there are multiple things moving in that specific
No,
spot,
You
That
just
doesn't get-
specify standard attack, full auto or semi-auto.
And if you only can do single attacks.
What?
I need to go. I believe this can control my character. If I go past the Overwatch round, it's half aim standard attack.
you sure?
Short range.
Righto. So, as the goons come around the corner, some of them are talking, there's casual conversation going on, and then one of them notices the blood and points it out. They are now aware. Hector does what Hector does best. Jenny,
Jenny does...
Move here. I need
a
cover.
full move to here.
God damn it, Jenny. I need cover.
I mean, I see we are trying to be a grenade bait. Would you like some help with that?
Jenny, not the time. God damn it.
so Liliana, I imagine you're going to carry on with the same action?
Yep.
Righto. So the boss. Ooh. The boss runs over to here. Seeing the blood, you hear him. Would you hear him? You make me perception. No, you wouldn't hear him. Well, is he that smart? He probably isn't. You would hear him tell his men to take position.
Remember the rules. They're unactivated. That means that the pod leader acts for the pod.
Oh no, they're activated. They've seen the blood. So he comes
Killer
round.
alert.
He comes round the corner to see what's going on. This would activate. Ezio's Attack.
We're in XCOM now, boys.
No aim. I believe it's short range though. Yeah, it's short range.
Yeah. That's definitely short range. We have 100 meters on the rifles. That's 50 meters and lower short range.
Oh, hang on a minute. He would have had to run. There should be a -20 to that. Thinking
You
about
only
it.
rolled a 99. That's a jam.
You roll a 99.
Yeah, he ran there. I imagine Ezio wouldn't have his gun jammed. So let's have a look at how many fortune points he has. Well, he currently has 2. Well, that's going down to 1. So hopefully,
Burn it just for the hell of it.
just burn it. No, I shall not be that cruel. But hopefully, this will pay off. In either a hit or just not a bloody jam.
Roll 100, I'm gonna laugh.
It's not much better, but it is 8 better. That stops it from exploding. So 1, go down 1. Darius, it is your turn. You've just seen Ezio fire off and miss.
Yeah. Okay, I want to fire my rifle at him. I assume there's still going to be a penalty with that because I'm technically dual wielding.
So I will, because there's -20 for him running. So I'll give you a -10 because you're using you're lowering your rifle and your forearm. You haven't really got a proper grip of it. So you wouldn't be able to handle the kickback as much.
So there's a -10 plus the
-30 overall.
Oh, okay. Okay, I believe that's a -10 overall, just with the modifiers, but that's cool.
Yes, that should be right.
Hey!
So you shoot him. He does get a dodge. Jury. Oop, there we go. So he misses. Sorry, he fails to dodge.
Okay. So, roll the damage.
With 8 impacting him in
Oh.
the 11.
I get to re-roll that because Ezio shot him.
Yes.
That's a 2.
Yes, he did indeed.
That's much
Ew.
better.
Ooh, okay. So, drop the hammer, please.
The rifle round just pierces through his shoulder, probably hitting an artery, dropping him to the ground.
You just see him run round the corner. Ezio fires, which startles him, taking him aback, and he kind of turns round as he's just straight in your sights. You fire, and you just see blood spray out of his shoulder, and a deep gash coming across his neck, and he falls to the floor, bleeding out. Yep. No. That is a 100% death shot. So, Mordecai, you hear the sounds of combat and people dying.
He's probably just gonna kind of ready up and wait to, because he's smart enough not to go sprinting out in front of people. So he's probably gonna sit back and, actually no, he's gonna move up, I think, to here. Just so he's a bit closer to the action, but that's a full move. So basically, so he can get his sword to bear a little bit easier than before.
Okay, sure. So as it comes around to Ezio's turn, he gives Darius a disgusting look, and then he turns his gaze back to see that Mordecai has ran in front of him, giving a disgruntled sigh. He probably just grumbles. Everyone's in my way.
It's fantasy all over again.
He.
Roll
Hello.
over, boss.
What did I miss?
The
So
guy.
you missed your Overwatch shot, but assisted Darius in taking Matey out, and then Mordecai moved in front of you. So if you want to take your action now, I'd probably say with a. Can you do an Overwatch through your? I allow shots through your compatriots. I probably won't allow an Overwatch whilst they're. I mean, technically, I should have Liliana like shoot Mordecai with a Kamehameha blast, but you know, different direction and all.
I just saw him move there. It's not
True.
like-
That's why I didn't.
I'm not that trigger happy.
It's up to you, Ezio. What would you like to do?
Suppressing fire.
You can hold an action to shoot whatever comes round that corner, but it's a half action shot.
You're talking to me?
Yeah, Ezio.
I will hold my shot then.
Okay, so
Half aim.
Essentially your whatever comes round that corner, you are going to shoot at. So there's no aim. It will just be a half action shot. But you will be doing that quite soon because another one, seeing his friend die, runs around the corner. He is now technically, yes, he is going to run into melee range with Mordecai, seeing the enemy there. Ezio, you can take a half action shot now. So
I will do it.
you get a plus 20 overall because it's standard, it's short range and it's a standard shot, but no aim. Oh, sorry,
Oh, just a short range and standard shot bonus.
with a minus 20 because he has run round a corner.
Will probably miss then. Hold it.
Also, I had to use one of your fate points because you rolled a 99, which would have jammed your gun. So yeah, that's why one of your fates is down. So your gun wasn't jammed. The other dude, he is also going to run round the corner. Seeing his dead friend, he's going to run over to here. So he is in melee range with Mordecai. Hector does what Hector does best. Jenny, you're up. They are not in melee combat with Mordecai yet. They are just in range with him.
Well,
Would-
half
I
action
have a question.
crank,
Sure.
and half action shoot the bottom one.
Sure.
Because my vision is unobstructed.
Minus 20 because he has run.
Okay.
Would Liliana,
Poop.
would they have?
You know what?
Do you have
I'm
reaction?
gonna fate point that. I will have one fate point left, but I'm gonna fate point that because no aim, short range, standard attack.
So yes, Liliana, I'd probably say the first one didn't set off your held action because he's so close to Mordecai, but the second one definitely did. So you would definitely get to shoot at that one, but you're not around the corner enough to shoot at him.
So I'm gonna show the one that proc me then.
Yes, that would be him.
will be a miss, which I'm actually going to fate.
Isn't smite? You just fail to manifest it, so it's not really a miss.
Yeah, I failed to manifest it, but
You missed the target number.
oh
Yeah.
come
Ooh,
on!
God damn it, where are my
Okay.
doubles? I keep rolling fucking doubles. Who are yours?
My reaction.
So, now it's your turn, so you can, you have your full 2 actions. Full action.
I'm gonna try to smite again.
Sure.
Hey!
That's 3 degrees of success.
Yes, it is. This one does get a dodge. Again, 11%. Oh, he was close. Oh, he was close. But he fails.
So that's this. And then, since this is semi-auto, basically, I get another one.
Oh, he's still alive.
Smite is semi-auto?
Yeah, smite is semi-auto. It's great.
What?
I can technically
Yes, you,
change the damage, right? So
yes, you can. So you've
that
got,
would have been the
and you've got
5,
2.
So that would be
Yeah, so you've got 2 degrees of success on your smite.
Isn't it 3 though? Because +1.
4, 5, +1.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's 2 then.
And isn't it semi-auto? So you'd get one every 3 degrees, not every degree.
I thought semi-auto was every 2 degrees.
Yeah, sorry, every 2 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. Then
Yeah, so
probably technically the last one didn't even count. Okay, that's 9 damage.
So you smite him, and you do hit in location, don't you? You shoot him in the right leg. You shoot him in one of the legs. He grimaces and looks like he is in severe pain. And
Leon's gonna shake her hand and say hi.
and I will give him that he cries out Psyker.
God damn it! Stop using your powers.
I'm wondering how I'm gonna leave it alive.
I need to think. So his boss has just seen lightning get thrown around and hit people dying, and then heard. He would. I mean, it's his base, and he wants his base. What is his movement? I believe it's 3, so he could do a half move to get to there. And his full move is no. Okay, so he's going to run over to here then. So that he can see what's going on. Darius, you're up.
Glad I did that. Right. Oh. That's about 45 degrees, isn't it?
So I would allow that, so that he is in range, but his left-hand side is all protected.
I mean, that's fine. He ran anyway. And this is full auto, so it's a minus. But, and it's on my offhand. That's another negative, but that's not the main issue. I'm suppressing fire.
You sure?
Yeah.
So, he needs to do a willpower test just to be able to. Well, he failed massive.
Some fire. Let's see if there's any straight shots. That's a minus 30, I believe, because he ran and offhand? Or minus 40 because it's offhand?
Yes. It's minus 20 for firing off with your offhand.
Right. Yeah.
You did get a 17. You were close, but with a minus 6. So, this dude hits the floor. There's nowhere for him to go. He hasn't got any movement to move, so he just hits the floor. The other guy down at the bottom, he also does a willpower test. And he fails, so he just gets back behind cover.
I believe this is with a minus 10 because it's full auto. No, minus 20 because it's full auto.
Yes, so they fail theirs tragically then. So they are unable to move and they are pinned. Mordecai, shots are being fired out and one man next to you has just dived on the floor. And there are 2 people
Would this
in
guy not
melee
be
range with you.
No?
And they've just run as well, so they're
Yes.
until their turn, isn't it?
Yes, on their turn it runs out.
So I'm just gonna stab the guy right in front of me. Get him out of my way. So
Sure.
I'm not a fan.
So that's a plus 20 because he's running for melee combat. And that's it. But with your aim and standard attack, it's plus 40 overall.
I was about to say, do I get an aim? Because I can't remember if
Yes.
melee is half
Yep.
action.
Yeah, melee's half action, but you get an aim.
Okay, so half aim, standard attack, plus 20. I could technically all out attack if I wanted, but no.
You could, but then you wouldn't be able to parry or
anything,
dodge.
Yeah. Do I have my fate?
You do refresh one fate every game session in this, in
Yeah.
Dark Heresy.
I still have all my fate, so I'm gonna fate that. Half aim, standard, 20. Hey!
Okay, so he does get a dodge. Like most of my, plebeians, they don't actually have dodge. So roll damage, please.
Okay. Doo-doo.
So with 9 damage, slicing down the torso, 15.
15 is...
Oh, it's
no,
the right
50
arm.
55.
Mm.
Because
Oh yeah, sorry, that was my dodge.
you're reading your
Yeah.
dodge. Yeah.
Sorry, I do that sometimes. So 55 is the chest. So you slice into his chest, dealing a decent amount of damage, almost bringing him down, but somehow he just stays up and in combat. Ezio, you're up. There is someone who is prone on the floor as Darius has just fired suppressing fire down the corridor.
I will try to shoot him.
I believe because he's prone, that's a minus
It's a
20 to...
Minus 10.
Is it minus 10 to ballistics?
I will tell you now for certain, but I'm pretty sure it's 10.
I thought it was the same as running. And it was like a plus 20 to melee.
It's odd. Although I might be thinking of only war.
Do it as a plus
let's
10 for now.
Modify.
Yep, minus 10 penalty unless the attacker is point blank.
Okay, so minus 10 to your shot against him.
Nope. Seems like I used my navel earlier today.
So, I believe this guy gets a willpower test with a plus 10. He fails, so he only gets a half action. He's prone, so it's a half action to get up. I believe it's half your movement if you want to crawl. I'm going to elect it's half your movement rounded up, because otherwise he's moving 1 square. He's going to crawl backwards too.
Do I get
D-
an attack on him
So
with my reaction, or
if you want to use your reaction, you can make another attack against the individual who's leaving your combat zone. He didn't enter melee with you, so there were no attacks done. But if you want, you can, because he was in melee range. But that does mean you use up your reaction.
yeah? So I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna bother because I'd
If
rather
you-
not get hit.
If you do, there is a bonus because he is prone.
+10.
It's +10, yeah. I was tempting to go after him because the +10 plus the +20, but no, I'll sit back in case this guy wants to smack me back.
Fair enough. Good choice. Hector does what Hector does. Jenny, there's an individual crawling away. He's just crawling, pleading not to be killed.
Jenny?
Jenny.
Oh, Jenny, don't be hasty.
Yeah, no, here. What is the penalty for shooting at prone?
Minus 10.
-10.
He is attempting to throw away. Yes. No,
Idiot.
he's fucking crawling away. I'm not spending in my last fate point.
Liliana, you're up.
I'm gonna fire my lightning at the crawling one.
So, I think, I'm not positive. So from there, that's... Oh, no, I suppose you could, and from your second square. No, from your second square you definitely can. So no, you can.
If you want me to, I can always move here and have an action and then fire the lightning.
There
Yeah,
you
it's up to
100% can hit him. But from where you were, you could as well.
you. No, I'll move here just for to make sure.
I mean, technically there's no penalty to psychic test. Just ballistic skill.
I'm still technically also in cover anyway, so
Yes, your right-hand side is in cover.
so my front side. I have a squishy Mordecai in front of me. Oh, that's only one hit.
So you do hit, he does get a dodge, but hilariously there's a minus 20 to dodging when you're prone.
Yep. -30 when using melee weapons.
But if you'd got a 1, that would be a pass. Actual 1 always succeeds, but he doesn't. So,
Nope. Yep.
sadly for him, he dies.
I'm just gonna pop my head out of the corner and say, "Oh, don't crawl away!" And I'm gonna just point my finger and fire lightning straight into his back.
He just reaches out, clinging to the metal floor as you fire a malicious bolt straight into his back.
Aquamarine.
He is going to use a fate point. Jesus Christ, it got worse. It got worse.
It got a lot worse.
So, half action.
Well, there's your doubles.
Yep.
I know, it's always when I roll. It's fucking
Give him the
annoying.
dagger.
So he takes an action.
You know how to mitigate, right? Give us more psyker NPCs.
Oh, don't do this. I mean, I'll be able
No.
to detect them.
Darius, you are up.
So I can't shoot a long missile, but can I?
Where he is now, no. Because he is... Before he had one square, so before he was like this. So he had one square out, which is why I allowed it. Whereas he came back and he didn't move this turn. So you know he's there, but you can't see him at the moment.
Isn't that also where the where the wall is?
Yes, he's up against a wall.
Ah, okay. There.
I can just about see him.
Yes, Mordecai, you're in a position where,
He's
because
thick.
you could come back from your top square and you could see him. But where Darius is, it's
Yeah.
right along the wall, so he wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Liliana, you would be able to make him out as well.
What's my strength bonus? Alright, so yeah, that's extreme range. Oh. I'll just move up. And, no, I'll put my pistol away.
Sure. Mordecai, you're up. Hang on, did I miss that dude's turn last turn?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he hasn't done anything to me, so you must have.
Okay,
He's just standing there menacingly. He spends his action to flex on you.
I think I must have double-clicked at one point by accident. I will do his turn, because otherwise there's nothing going on. So Mordecai, he does attack you from last turn. There are no benefit. No, so it's just a. So he does a standard single attack as he swings at you with a polished metal baton. He misses completely. Your turn.
That was a bad move, and I'm just gonna try and set him on fire.
Sure.
Yep,
Metagame.
Come on, Nuffle. Don't care if he succeeds. I just want doubles. Let out a psychic fart.
I just want to doubles too.
come on. Yes, no doubles.
Damn it. Okay, so I believe he gets an agility test, or
He gets a reaction to dodge it in the first place, and then agility to avoid being set on fire. But if he fails the dodge, he still takes the damage either way.
so okay, he's fucked. He fails the dodge, so then just in case the agility test to try not to set on fire, he fails as well. So he's on fire. He's so it doesn't do any damage on action though, does it?
He takes the fire doesn't do damage until his turn, but he does take damage from the casting itself.
Okay, so if you want to roll damage for the casting,
Why?
he burns up. He burns up and just sets on fire and is ablaze. The fat rendering down and the skin crispening up and smelling. Well, you guys haven't been eating the best of food recently, so it's not smelling, you know, it's bad, but it's not horrendous. It's long pork. Now, I believe that's only a half action, isn't it? Or is that a full action?
It's only a half action to use that. Yeah, I can put the info up.
So it's up to you if you'd like to half move.
I'm gonna half move. Yeah, just slightly sidestepping the now burning corpse. I'm just gonna go over there.
Cool.
Cause I can't put it out till next turn because manipulate flames or summon attack.
Ah, if you had stepped on it. If you had stepped on it. Ah, glorious, glorious, but no you didn't. So Ezio, you're up. From your position, I would probably say that you can shoot the boss down here, but his left side is in cover.
Alright. Half aim standard shot.
Sure.
Hey.
So you hit in the 93. I think you hit him in the left leg. 93, I'm calling it now. It is, it's the left leg.
Yes. Left leg.
It's the left leg.
Which is in cover.
I'm so confused that the leg is in front of the right or the left.
Thinking
It's
of
as if you're
technically,
looking at someone. So,
Sway, and his gun is, he's a right-handed man, then his gun is going to be pointed over here, so his left portion of his corpse is, in cover.
I love
Yeah,
how you're
it's
calling it
Just like
basically
now.
so Liliana her right side was in cover where she is now, and his left side is in cover. So it's
that one. Because I'm looking this way.
yes. Yes, no, sorry, yeah, it is confusing, but it's just one side is in cover when you're well, technically more of him should be in cover because you're shooting at an angle. Cover in this system is really difficult when you're talking diagonals. He is technically behind a corner, but
We should
yes.
probably be using hexes.
There's a bang as part of the plasteel concrete of this wall is just shot away. But these guys are all dead, so no actions for you. Hector does what his master orders. Jenny, you're up. I don't believe you would be able to shoot him from where you are.
Yeah, no, I don't think so
Yeah.
either, so I'm just gonna full move.
Sure. Liliana, you are up.
I like how Hector has a delayed move. It's cute that he has to catch up. I'm just gonna shoot lightning at the other dude.
Sure.
I mean, I could drag them both, but like, things get crazy with the measuring tool and it's not worth the effort.
Ooh!
God damn it, no bloody fucking... Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. You should get 2 hits out of that as well, because it's every 2.
Technically it's 1, then 3, then 5, and
Yeah.
That's...
So, he does get a dodge. Does he have any more fate? No, he doesn't.
Ooh.
Now, actually, Smite does have a hit location, and guess what you hit him in?
Don't
I
know.
hit my
90,
wall.
92.
I'm fully aware.
If I could raise a point,
Oh, that's multiple
Fucking
hits.
Righteous Fury as well.
technically, if she had enough distance left, she could maybe curve. No, actually, because she doesn't know when to curve it because she doesn't see him. That wasn't a problem with an astropath, but it is a problem with regular psychers who can see with their eyes. Never mind.
See, yes.
So, yeah, I mean,
Kill
I would have given you one of them if he was half round the corner, but he's not. You are. I'm giving it to you because you are a psyker, but it still counts that his left side would be in cover. So yeah, both of those miss because it goes leg, then torso, I believe.
I still move after I fire those though.
Yeah, you can still move. It's a half action to do that.
I want to block the exit.
I'm gonna move next to the flaming dude.
Sure.
Oh, I missed.
So he is no longer pinned because there's been a full round of no more shooting. So he has his
Oh
full
no, he
action.
just gets a plus 30.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought.
He gets a plus 30.
Oh dear. I thought after the shoot, full turn, it. Oh dear. Well, he's got a chance.
Wait, no, he got shot at, technically.
No, but there was no. He definitely succeeds. There was no. Even if he didn't get the plus 30, he would have succeeded. So he half action steps around the corner, and then he half action throws the device in his hand. So
IED.
3 times strength bonus.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Oh no.
That's a grenade.
And he has a strength of 4. Marvelous.
Oh, wow.
No.
So that's a standard range.
You can throw here.
And if this is a frag, this is blast free, so I'm technically in the blast
Short
zone.
range.
So he aims at the psychers. The
Wait,
closest
he doesn't
psyker.
know I'm a psyker.
He does.
He aims at the closest. He aims at the closest
He
person,
most
which would still be
definitely
you. And he
So
throws.
what? Does he aim here or?
No, he's
I mean,
aiming
he
at
can aim all the way
Mordecai.
down here if you wanted to with extreme range.
Oh no, he's aiming at Mordecai.
Oh, he is aiming here.
This
Now
is
whether
not
he
gonna end
actually.
well for me.
Scatter table.
Where is the scatter table?
He gets a 14. He hits. He
Oh my
hits.
god, this is an AP grenade too.
So-
Oh.
Just to clarify, I do not believe in scatter when you miss. If you miss, fair enough, it scatters. When you hit, the person has hit you with it, and it drops
No,
down
this is
between your
literally
legs.
like if you pass a test with a grenade, that means you landed in the exact spot you wanted
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
it makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm not
Only
see-
if you miss, you do the scatter one.
You see, I've
Okay.
had GMs who have tried playing that. That's not how it works, and I wanted to clarify.
It's like in different
Fair.
games they scatter no matter what, but in this it makes perfect sense for it to land exactly where he wanted it. So
Good news is, me and Albie are safe. Bad news is, well, it's okay.
Most of you are safe, because sadly
I-
it has a blast
We'll
of.
be fine.
It sadly has a blast of 2.
Yeah.
ooh,
Oh, I'm
if I make my
so-
dodge test, I can get out of that.
So sadly, it's not. If it wanted to hit Liliana, it would have to be 3. So- Oh, actually, no.
Doesn't?
No,
it
it
doesn't
would,
hit?
no, it would, wouldn't it? If it's
Why
got
did he
blast
throw
of
the
2.
grenade? If he threw...
If
He
it landed
threw-
on me,
It's a
it would hit
blast.
Liliana, because there's no way.
So he could have hit here.
Yeah, he could have
Okay.
hit
If he
there.
had... If he hits here, he can hit me.
Okay, so
All
yes.
three of these.
So then it's both of you two would make an agility test. So hang on, it would be a plus 10 agility test because you're diving for cover. Is
Straight agility or dodge?
sorry, it'd be a dodge test. Sorry,
Why did
Liliana.
Why did I ask that? Because I don't have dodge. Bugger.
I don't have dodge either, but I do believe... I'm just gonna check.
So it would be half your agility.
Would have passed anyway! Yay!
Oh yeah, you would have.
No, I'm gonna fate that.
And admittedly, you take 5 damage. It's a nail bomb. It's not.
I know. Bugger. There we go. Oh well. I get hit.
He lobs this device down and he sees it hit, and there's just a smile that you think is on his face. He's wearing some crude, primitive gas mask, or maybe it's just a mask, you're not entirely sure. And there's this colossal bang. You all see Mordecai disappear in a flash and a release of smoke and gas. And for a second, there's just this eerie silence, except from the ringing that is now in everyone's ears. But as the smoke clears, Mordecai is still stood there, barely uninjured.
I was gonna say, what is it? 5 pet and 0.
Yes, 5 pence.
Take 1 damage.
As the corpses around you are just sprayed with metal detritus. That's not the word. Metal shrapnel, that's the word.
That wasn't very nice.
Single nails sticking out of a corner of your hand, and like, ow!
Darius, you were up. Darius.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Darius.
I am taking a shot with a stead holder, so short range, standard shot. Let me do this again. Half aim, short range, standard shot. No modifiers.
Nope.
Okay, and he was attacked. He didn't get hit or anything, but he was attacked, so I'm re-rolling 1s and 2s for damage.
Yep.
That's a hit to the
You
leg.
do
Oh,
hit.
he's not in cover.
No, he's not in cover. He actually had to step out, but he does get a... No, that's a goon.
No.
The goons are dead. The goons are no more. They have left their mortal corporeal
One of them's
bodies.
still on fire, because I will not put that out.
And
I was
he
going
fails.
to.
do realize it stinks like a burning meat in here, right?
Technically, long playing big dudes is not that bad. And besides, you've been eating that your entire lives. What do you think reprocessed food is?
Yeah. I was gonna put it out, but then he threw a grenade at me, so...
Oh, whoops, sorry, I just opened up Ezio's. I was looking at Ezio's sheet going, hang on, this guy doesn't have all of this equipment. What's going on here? He's like, no, it's Ezio's.
I'm kind of sad I can't manipulate flame and just sling it at him, because that would need Psy rating 9.
Oh.
He takes a whopping amount of damage to his leg. He falters, but then gets back up. Mordecai, you're up. I was thinking this guy is a bit of a badass, but then I was looking at like how many turns until his, and I was like, he's never getting out of here alive.
I want to walk on top of this mook, but that leaves my character kind of hidden behind.
Hey.
Thank you. And I guess you shouldn't have done that, and cast spontaneous combustion at him.
Does Mordecai have I'm about to end this man's whole career look?
No! We need him alive!
Do we?
Yes!
We need him
He was
alive.
talking about loot!
I know he was, and Mordecai knows that too, but he's also very pissed. He's gonna push.
Just set his foot on fire.
Mordecai did just have a bomb thrown at him.
Yeah.
It is fair.
Mordecai's pissed, so he's gonna push.
Oh.
He's gonna push to 4.
Oh boy, why?
So where's the chart?
Get the psychic phenomena ready.
Oh boy, here come the demons!
This is the one time I do roll a doubles.
I guarantee it.
Here
Ah!
comes-
Anything but doubles. And you know.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
Wait.
fail and you miss.
Actually, no, you cannot do that to yourself. Wait, Liliana, you're sanctioned, right?
Yeah, I'm sanctioned. We
No,
can
I'm-
push up to 2 above what we
Yeah,
have.
but like, if you
You
have
can't double
telepathic
it.
as your background,
You can't
Yeah,
double
like-
it. If one of you
Oh, no, it's
wasn't
only on the-
sanctioned,
never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the wrong thing because I remember that if you have the telepathic background, you can shift up or down on the
Yeah, we-
phenomena, but you actually have to
Yeah.
roll it first. Yeah, I was.
That's phenomenon.
Yeah,
was-
I rolled. If it rolled
Not
high, I would have
above.
re-rolled. Don't worry.
which page is the psychic phenomena on?
Uh,
It's in
Starts on
psychic powers.
68? Oh, 197. Never mind. I was way off.
Yeah. So 50. What did I roll? 57 is a bugger. I just closed the book. What?
96. So.
So- No, don't you roll a 1d100?
No, I thought it was. I
do
thought
we-
it was just a roll on the psychic power test.
Psychic phenomena is. Where is it?
Page 197 in PDF.
Uh,
You roll, yeah, I do believe you roll a d100.
Yeah, it's a
do I
d100
roll-
plus your. No, so it's just a
Okay,
d100
right.
this time. But no, because you pushed, isn't there a plus to it?
yeah, I thought there was. There's a table. for
Roll a
it,
1d100 for now, because I know it's 1d100. I thought if you pushed, it was. Oh, hang on. Psychic strength. So, bound, sanctified. If you've pushed. No, you just roll a 1d100. If you were unsanctioned, you get negatives put. So, 53. I do not believe that puts you into perils.
No, perils is 75 and above, I think. So 53.
Peril 75 and above. 53, do you want me to read it?
Actually, I don't want to change that because actinic discharge. Static electricity fills the air within 5d10 meters, causing hair to stand on end and unprotected electronics to short out. While the Psyker is
Goodbye,
wreathed
Hector.
in eldritch lightning. The GM is free to resolve specifics as needed, perhaps using haywire field effects to provide guidance. So, to
Okay.
me, that does nothing, so I
So,
don't want to change it. Obviously, if
for-
the other Psyker wants to, I can't stop them. But
As
I'm just gonna check.
this time round, it won't affect anyone's equipment. It won't. Roll me 5d10, please, because that would be the
I'm
meters.
about to have my mastercrafted data slights.
No, that would be protected. No, that would be protected.
Oh, 13 meters. It's not that bad.
So
Okay, Lord,
13
what happened?
meters.
Hector!
I am.
No, Hector's also a thing that would be protected. It's not.
Is he though?
So for
So
13 meters, I believe Jenny, your las gun now needs to be repaired. Because it would be an unprotected electrical device. So
What happened?
a surge of power has gone through your laslock, and you will need to repair it. It will take I believe it's an armor test, or an armor test at +10, because it'd be a simple, or a tech use with a, well, no, so it'd be an armor test with a +20, or a tech use test with a +10.
I'm gonna have to pick up armor at some point.
So, for context of what just happened, Mordecai
Okay, fucked with electricity.
Mordecai got blown up, shouted, "You shouldn't have done that," ran forward 3 meters and tried to cast a psychic power, pushing, and he's now wreathed in Eldritch Lightning. Because he rolled perils. Not perils, phenomena. Yeah.
And Jenny's seen sparks run across her las lock.
01100.
If that had hit, it would have done 1d10 plus 10 energy damage, plus setting him on fire.
Jesus.
So Ezio, you are up.
I blabbed the fool. Half aim, short. No, half aim stands.
Your
Please be with me.
your comrade is your comrade. Oh, actually, it is short range.
I think I'm.
It is
yeah.
short
It
range.
is, I have 100 meters. Short range is 50 meters for me.
So your
So
comrade
big.
is wreathed in eldritch lightning as you take this shot, aiming towards the individual who just
I
flew.
hit him in 76.
Well, he's not in cover
Is-
now, so it doesn't matter. For cover
It's the right
reasons, in the 76 would be the right leg.
That's the right leg.
He's already dodged. Hang on, has he already dodged? He came out. Yes, he has already dodged.
Yes, he has.
So please roll me damage.
Never be with me. Boom!
He ain't got no leg.
I blow off his leg.
So you fire, and again, much like the last shot that struck him in the leg as well, you see him almost go to one knee, full standing. So he would take. My brain just went dead for a moment. Then he goes to there. So he is very, very close to death, but still stands. Hector does what Hector does. Jenny, you're up.
I will attempt repairs.
Do you know that your gun is broken? I wonder.
I mean, you said it started giving off
Yeah.
sparks, so I would say that's a pretty good indicator.
I don't think you'd be able to repair it in the middle of combat.
Yeah,
no, that
it-
is fair.
Probably one of the lightning bolts just struck it or something.
I actually don't have anything I can do. Because that was my only weapon.
You perform the chants of the Omnisire for destruction. Zero.
Throw it at him.
Zero.
I start chanting Litany of Electromancer.
I mean, it was either that or I cause everyone to take a Fear 1 test, or everyone has to make an agility test plus 10 to avoid being knocked down.
Oh god, you got the earth shaking thing?
I
Actually,
got acting
your
discharge.
psychic rating is too, right? You can't technically go down because you can only go down your psychic rating, isn't it?
I thought it was willpower bonus. It's willpower
Oh,
bonus.
I believe it's willpower bonus.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
So I could have given us things that did bad things to both sides, or I just do something that's kind of funny, and basically go Super Saiyan.
I mean, that's when you're in a chase scene, you trigger perils, and everyone is out of breath, so they can sprint.
I will
Yes,
add.
right.
I will add. If anyone had any common cybernetics installed, it would have caused them more problems. Las guns would have caused. So it does cause problems, but it's just your group doesn't have any equipment that it would cause it. If you had any combeads, they'd all need to be
Oh
repaired.
shit!
Yeah.
My Siflet is a last gun, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
is,
dead.
yeah.
Oh, that needs to be repaired.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank
Yeah.
God I don't use that gun.
Yeah, same with mine. Like, I use a sword, motherfucker.
So yes, Liliana, you are up. Everyone who had a civilian las gun noticed that there was etheric lightning that shot down either the energy
no.
capacitor or the battery pack.
Liliana knows exactly what Mordecai just did. Liliana's gonna point a hand towards the guy and say, "So, do you want to give up now, or do you want us to kill you?" And can I try? Is it a half an action to roll intimidate?
Yes,
have
you could do.
intimidate.
You could do a half action intimidate. I would allow that.
Let's still try it, because why not? Oh! I don't have
Okay.
intimidate.
Okay, so
That's not- I'll take that. That's,
She doesn't know that, though. She doesn't know that.
okay, so
assuming there would be pluses to you or negatives to him, since I'm wreathed in
there would
eldritch
be
lightning.
negatives to him. He would need to do a willpower test. The thing is, he's got 3 ticks in intimidation. Or is it an intimidation off? Intimidation. I think it'd be a willpower, but he is definitely
it
taking
would
negatives.
make more sense to be. Yeah, be more sense to be like a willpower fear test given the circumstances.
For a psyker, it's even better.
Yeah.
What did Jenny do?
And I chanted the litany of the Electromancer
And
because
you just throw the gun.
electricity.
That was very, very close for him.
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna let him roll the 1d10. No, don't make it GM. I don't want it GM. On a 10,
No,
he
yeah.
doesn't. No, so he fails his test. So you see him. Oh, hang on. His gang is. Would he just give up? That's the other.
I mean, if he doesn't want to give up, I don't mind. The other's just gonna shoot him and blow his corpse for his armor.
Yeah. He's gonna get ripped apart by a psyker if he doesn't give up.
You there, give me your clothes.
He
I will require your clothes and your motorcycle.
drops the weapon in his other hand. He drops the baton in his left hand,
God damn it, Wolf.
and stands there.
Uh-huh.
Fire full auto. Stop resisting!
Like the true
We're not
Gaston you
playing.
are.
We're not playing Arbites anymore.
Liliana's gonna move forward and still pointing her hand at him and say, "Good man, now would you please get on your knees and interlace your hands behind your head?"
So half action intimidation, half action move. That's your turn.
I'm still pointing my hand at him.
Sure. He's dropped his weapon and he sprints. He doesn't have. He can't sprint. He can only run. So up to 18. Like you said, he doesn't have to give up. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to give up, but he doesn't have to surrender at this. No, let you take him in. So he's running.
Technically what I said is, I wouldn't mind him running because I'm just gonna kill him, and if he does actually run, I'm gonna still kill him. So. Oi!
And if he stays still, we're gonna get the information and then kill him.
So Darius, you're up.
I rolled 20 just.
Where'd he go?
He's running. He's run off. You can give chase and try and take him out.
I told him to stop resisting.
You did. He dropped his weapon.
Oh, shit. Da, ba da. Blah, ba da, ba da, ba da, ba da.
Technically,
Ba da, 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 da.
it's a shame that wasn't a fear test, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to do that. He wouldn't have been able to come towards me.
Oh, god damn it. Would I have been able to make a reaction shot?
No.
uh... Wait, oh shit, which door had the power? Was it this door?
That one.
No, it was this door.
Yes, this one here.
This,
This
oh, is
door.
it this one?
Yes. That one has power. But
Okay.
none of you noticed that it had power.
Shoot your way through it.
Yes, with a bolt action rifle.
You could, like,
I
do
mean, we
perception
have
tests.
time, because I remember correctly, he has to go...
Yeah.
That was drawn by a drunk man. Yeah, I'll run up here to see if I can get this door open. Oh crap, what's my run? 18?
Yes.
Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I can just get there. Hey.
Sure. So you run all the way up to the door. Mordecai, you're up.
Oh, I want to say as my free action, I'm drawing the shotgun pistol.
Sure.
Oh, damn it,
do you
he's
have quick
just beyond
draw?
my charge.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, he's just beyond my charge, so I'm gonna have to run.
Run ahead of him. That way he has to run past your melee range.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Shoot fire at him. He's trying to run now.
I could, but I'm pissed, so I'm just gonna take off sprinting.
Is that fire dome again?
Go with that.
All
And
he
just
wants
shout
to
at him.
do
I
is
told you to. We told you to stop.
All he wants to do is go home to his wife and kids, and look what you're doing. Ezio, you're up.
I'm battling with a pistol.
Oh, don't worry. We'll go visit his family, so we leave no potential loose ends.
Ezio.
I promise I'm not evil.
The issue is I
No.
blocked everyone off from me because that guy is still on fire.
I think.
Yeah, anyone who
You
crosses
have to
over
run
that...
around him.
Ezio, if you run across that body, you're going to have to do an agility test, otherwise you'll be set on fire.
I'll run to here then.
Righto.
Yeah.
I really wish I could hop over the burning body.
Do it. It's just an agility test.
I don't have that great of an agility.
Jenny,
Do it anyway.
what would you like to do? You've just seen Darius run up and start looking at the door.
1 1 1 1 1. Damn it. 1 1 1 1 2. Damn it. 1 1 1 1 3. Damn it. 1 1 1.
How long am I wreathed in Eldritch Lightning, by the way? Just for
A turn or
visual
so.
effect.
A turn or
Okay.
so.
I just like the visual effect of basically Super Saiyan.
Jenny. Jenny?
I mean,
Oh, you are there.
the-
You've just seen Darius run up the corridor and start looking at the door.
I'm gonna. I suppose I'm going to join him in his jogging experience. As soon as I. Oh, Hector
The door's locked.
Oh, the door is locked. Okay.
Yeah, he's looking
I
at the
will-
door.
I will run to the door.
Quick,
Yeah.
diddle the door.
Get
Sure.
Hector to try and open the door, because he has a lot more movement.
Send Hector
Here's-
through the door.
Here's the thing: Hector doesn't have tech use.
God
Damn it.
fucking damn it, Hector.
What good is he if he doesn't have tech?
He's a
Wait, do I have tech
medical school.
I don't have tech use. Shit.
He's that guy in the surgery movies that just hands the medic the scalpel. That's it.
Someone get me a
The three
goddamn
people-
scalpel.
The three people that
Hector
landed the
is a
store.
medical school. Don't bully him.
Liliana,
Not
Not
bullying.
you're
you
up.
have all Medicaid skill.
I mean,
I
you
do have a
XP.
question. Can I see the dude?
Yep.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna shoot lightning at his ass.
Oh,
No
don't kill him.
kill.
Sure.
Only
Don't
protect.
kill him.
I
mean-
tried. Hey, I tried. I said, surrender, get on your knees, and they're like your fingers behind your head. He said no, so fire lightning.
We need to find his
He
house to
offered
save his
you-
life.
he-
It's a really pretty mouth.
He offered you his weapon, and you wouldn't accept it.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh god, that was that's
So-
3 hits or 2 hits.
He does get a dodge. Oh, not deceive.
Dodge.
He's not trying to deceive the bolts. I
The
deceive you, and I'm not
lightning
here. No.
That was a meme. It was just my
Holy
psychic
crap.
body double.
He
I
dodges
do
both
get
of
two
them.
damn.
bolts as a semi-auto. Does that mean I actually
No,
still hit one?
it's degrees against degrees. So you get it's degrees against hits. So you have 2 hits. He has 2 degrees. So he
It's the same as
dodges.
dodging semi-auto pistol. fire.
Yeah, so he dodges both of them. As you fire off these 2 bolts, he just jumps from side to side, and the etheric blasts land elsewhere.
Leona's just gonna shout down the hallway. If you keep running, we're still gonna kill you.
So
It's gonna be more painful.
he was already running. He's going to risk it and carry on running. So, Mordecai, why did I don't do that? Mordecai, you can make a attack of opportunity if you wish.
Opportunity. And it's going to be so no aim, standard, plus 20, because he's running.
Yes. Yes, he's continued to run. Normally, if
Oh,
someone
no,
runs,
no.
if someone runs out of combat, you wouldn't get the plus 20 because they've just started their run. But he's ran for 2 turns, so it's
Yeah.
continuous.
Yeah. Can I try? I was gonna say, can I try and hit him in a non-lethal way, like try and knock him out with like a pummel strike or something? as he
There's
runs
no
past?
non-lethal. You can shock people and subdue them, or you can use knockout where you stun them.
Yeah.
so
I
you-
didn't mean to roll twice for damage. I just accidentally double-clicked.
We hit the same anyway.
So
I get the same.
you did indeed, but they weren't 7s. So
Yeah, they were just fucking ones.
you get 3
Actually-
degrees. You get 3 degrees, which you can replace. So you take the damage to. Oh yeah, because it's the.
Oh.
So it goes up to 5, which does enough damage. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. He's got soak and 1 armor.
34.
So
Where's 34? Oh, that's to the chest.
he's got
Does
5
he just
soak.
have gang leathers?
Yeah, gang levers, so that's 1 armor, and then he's got 4 toughness, so 5 soak.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he had heavy leathers. Oh.
No, he just has normal levers.
Dick.
Stop
So,
running so far, I can't charge you, you bastard.
He runs! So, Darius.
I kind of have to go now.
Righto, okay.
1, 1, 2.
So, considering no one can now reach him, what we'll quickly do is we'll skip through a couple of turns. Darius, I don't think you'd be able to open it.
Let me try.
Mordecai, you can roll tech use. Mordecai, if you'd like to attack him, you can. Or if you want to do what you did before, where you move in front of him,
Son of a bitch. Dead point.
close, you can.
Son of a bitch.
I'm just gonna keep charging past him and just trying to shout stop, and you might live.
Okay, so Jenny, give me a tech use.
Yes.
Diddle the door.
Everyone crowd around the door. With enough people rolling it, we might get it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Jenny, give me another tech use. In case he doesn't survive this one, and then give me another one if you fail.
I think
Okay,
can go
so
down.
the door opens on the second turn. So Mordecai, if you want to give me an attack on this dude, the same as what you did last time. And we'll see if you stop him or kill him. Well, if you miss or kill him. Darius, you'll be able to set up a ambush if you want to stop him from escaping.
Yeah. I'm just going to roll all-out attack because it's plus 30,
Sure.
which would be standard plus 20 anyway. So it's the same without me having to input the modifier.
Sure.
I miss this time. He lives for one more turn.
Okay, do that again, because he's only going to carry on the same action where it will be a repeat.
Yep.
If anyone wants to attack him on the other side, if you move up to where Darius is, and then you can try and overwhelm him or kill him as he comes around the corner. He does not succeed, so if you want to roll damage...
Quick. Body wall down here.
He might be dead.
Oh yes, he dies.
Ah, son of
Yeah,
a...
he dies. You take him up to 20 points of damage, and he falls and dies.
I'm sorry, guys, but I couldn't do anything non-lethal to him.
Oh, no, it's fine. Hadn't you killed him, I would have.
Sadly, non-lethal in Dark Heresy is very specific talents and skills. So,
Yeah, I know.
Suspect it's done or something.
Also, specific weapons.
as
Can
the group finishes off the enemy and they have information, new places to explore for next time, perhaps Cybernetica that must be returned to their masters. They also know that this base will not be attacked by anyone else because they didn't tell anyone else within their gang about this place. So in the next episode we will find out what our group of, well, murderers at this point decides to do, if they stay here or move on. And what is this strange Cybernetica servo skull doing in a place like this? Those questions will be answered next time. So, I look forward to seeing you then. Take care everyone, and as always, bye bye for now.